Anyone lose stubborn fat, no matter how overweight they are. Charles was as generous as I could have hoped, and decided to share all his knowledge with the world before he would pass away. Next, using all of his cutting-edge expertise, we spent almost a full year developing a sophisticated 3-stages fat loss solution based on his unique and secret natural ingredients formula. At Charles's recommendation, both me and my wife started taking the powerful fat-burning mix. Indeed, it was like something I've never tried. It wasn't a pill. It wasn't a horrible tasting powder either. And faster than I ever thought possible, I almost couldn't recognize myself in the mirror. I've lost more than 28 pounds and I felt amazing. I didn't count calories like a madman. I didn't weigh myself every hour. And most important, I didn't diet. I ate whatever I wanted until I was completely full, and that was it. All my food addictions were now gone. I really felt great. I slept like a baby throughout the night, and I was amazed by how much more energy I had day after day. Of course, I retook the DEXA scan, and the results left the doctors in shock. Almost all the visceral fat wrapping around my kidneys, lungs, and heart was now gone. But what made me really happy were the results experienced by Doris. All the extra fat she carried around her belly, the love handles around her waist, the double chin and the flabby arms were now completely gone as well. I never thought this would be possible. But her life was now completely changed. Not only was she healthier, looked slimmer, and was losing more weight every day, but finally she had more confidence in the way she felt and looked. And even though she had a busy schedule with being a mom and a full-time job, Doris told me she felt at least 20 years younger. Of course, I needed to know if this was just some kind of fluke. So with the help of my son Alex, I created a private website and then visited weight loss forums and support groups, inviting anyone who wanted to be slim again to put the solution to the test themselves. In 7 days, I had 478 volunteers practically begging me to take part in the trial. The results? Well, they completely blew me away. Without exception, all 478 volunteers reported dramatic weight loss results. Men and women alike began sending us astonishing pictures with incredible transformations, losing 10, 15, 17, or even 20 pounds in record time, slashing their body fat from 20% to 15%. Trimming the waistline with 10, 15, 20, or even 30 inches. Charles could barely believe it, and checked and rechecked the results over and over. Most scientists are thrilled if they see positive changes in 70 to 80% of patients, but we have achieved an almost 100% success rate, faster than we could have ever imagined. I received hundreds of emails and phone calls, not just from the US, but from all over the world, England, Australia, New Zealand, Canada, and so on. Men and women as young as 16 to as old as 83 who were desperate to share their success stories and thank me for what I'd done. At that moment, I knew we couldn't keep this under wraps any longer, and I haven't. After seeing the horrible effect high body fat had on me and my wife, I've made it my life's mission to ensure that no one else has to suffer at the hands of obesity ever again. It took me over 6 months to find the best manufacturers in the industry, traveling the world looking for the highest quality, most effective ingredients. Ones that are perfect to help anyone lose weight and stay that way. When I got my first batch, I tested it 7 times with independent laboratories. The results I got back proved it was twice as powerful as I was hoping for, and many times more powerful than anything else on the market. Finally, I could say that I've created an all-natural weight loss solution proven to work by real people that will allow anyone to lose weight without any restrictive diets or military-style workout routines. And I've called it Keyslim Drops. A completely new, radical, and effective fat-burning complete solution which safely and effectively tackles weight loss from a totally new and scientific angle, around the clock, 365 days a year without fail. While every other weight loss pill, supplement, diet, or workout regimen fails, Keyslim Drops approach is like nothing you have ever seen before. It's specifically formulated to break once and for all addictive food eating. It delivers unmatched and unique powerful fat-burning and metabolism-boosting ingredients. It's designed to help your body burn unnecessary fat on the long run, day and night for months and even years. I am very proud to say that Keyslim has already transformed the health and lives of 74,000 people so far, and I am 100% sure it'll achieve the same spectacular results for you too. Of course, you don't have to take it from me, so please, let me share some of the most inspiring success stories, like this one coming from Joanna M. from Michigan, who couldn't stand anymore being overweight and ridiculed by others.
This is the only product that has worked for me. I saw the excellent reviews and I decided to give it a try. I got it in a couple of days and I started taking it as advice. For the first time in my life, I've lost 20 pounds without any effort at all.
Or Michelle F. from Illinois, who says,
"This gave me freedom. I never knew about food addiction before, and I've always blamed myself for overeating. But now I actually feel confident about the foods I'm eating and my own ability to keep the weight I've lost off. My energy is up. I have already dropped 2 dress sizes. I feel more confident, and I love how I look in the mirror. Trust me, this is not a miracle. It truly works."
Or Martin V. from Alabama, who says,
"I'm already 18 pounds down now, and for the first time in my life, I feel like I can finally do it. My beer belly almost gone now, and I still eat my favorite foods and have a drink whenever I feel like it. I'm happy, my wife is happy, life is finally good."
Those are just a few of the thousands of folks who rave about how Keyslim completely changed their lives. Now, before I'll explain what Keyslim Drops contains and how it works, I want you to understand proper and effective weight loss is a process, not an event. That's why it has to go through 3 very specific phases that will bring you specific benefits. Here's how it works. Stage 1, break the addiction cycle. Suppress the appetite naturally and eat just enough to satisfy your cravings. Here's a story you know too well. If you've ever tried to lose weight and keep it off, then surely you are familiar with those feelings of uncontrollable hunger and strong food cravings. But you know it's not your fault for giving in to temptation. You've seen how the corrupt big food industry tricks you into eating more by messing up with your brain. Fortunately, today you can break the artificial addiction cycle. This is the only solution. But here's the best part. Once you break the addiction cycle, you'll still be able to enjoy an ice cream, a slice of pizza, a glass of wine, or those lovely small chocolate bits that you love so much and make life a little bit happier. You won't have to give up on those. Let me please repeat that. You won't have to give up on your favorite food, because finally you will feel full, happy, and satisfied by eating just enough. For example, you won't feel the need to eat a full pizza of 3,000 calories. Instead, after just a couple of slices, you'll feel full, and your brain will say, "Hey, you're good now." No need for extras. So instead of 3,000 calories, you'll eat just 200, 300 calories worth of food. That's more than 10 times less than what you'd normally do, which means 10 times less potential fat sticking onto your thighs or bellies. To make this possible, Keyslim contains the big 5 essential ingredients scientifically proven to help control hunger urges and cravings: L-ornithine, chromium picolinate, eleuthero, gymnema sylvestri, and GABA. You see, the science of weight loss is rapidly advancing, yet nobody in the food industry wants you to know this. But recently, a team of researchers from the University of Warwick in Coventry, United Kingdom, have made a groundbreaking discovery that will completely transform dieting and weight loss practices. Scientists found that a group of cells called tanocytes communicate with the brain directly to tell it to stop the sensation of hunger. Basically, what they say is that your brain has a hunger off switch, and it may be possible to switch it off faster. And to do this, the perfect ingredients are L-ornithine and chromium picolinate, which are primarily used by top athletes and bodybuilding champions to enhance their performance. They are humans too, and they have cravings like all of us, yet they hardly have any fat, do they? This is not magic, but science. And it was independently confirmed by researchers from Pennington Biomedical Research Center, Louisiana State University, and from the Laboratory of Regulation in Metabolism and Behavior, Japan, who proved beyond any doubt that these ingredients help drastically reduce food intake, hunger, and cravings. The next ingredients used to break the addiction cycle are eleuthero,